go again, energy readers of the world. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a little special, different type of read that I don't see often. This was a request from a subscriber probably over a year ago. It's a life purpose. You see it in the title, life purpose read. We always ask, everyone's asking, why are we here? What am I doing here? You know, and I will tell you this until I'm blue in the face, and then I will continue. Find your north node, find your life purpose, find your true north, where you're supposed to go. It's one of the most overlooked aspects in the charts. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. I like where this is going. I like where this is going. And then we have, nothing will come of this situation. Wow, what an opposite kind of card. So maybe that is whatever situation, whatever person you're dealing with now. No, nothing will come of that situation, void of course moon, because a new romantic cycle is on its way. That is nice. I like to hear that. And then we have a fiery climax approaches on the bottom of the deck. Ooh, look at the bigger picture. Your hard work is paying off. So, yeah, I like it. A new romantic cycle begins. It doesn't say approaches. It says begins. And I can vouch. I can vouch for that. So, we got citrine on. I made the mistake earlier of thinking and saying that actually to tell my person that this is a carnelian, but it's actually citrine, raw citrine. And yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. So anyhow, I pick certain things for certain things. I don't just pick random old stones. Everything is set with intention. Wow, I think I only shuffled once, but I want the Chariot card on the bottom. So we're going to start here in the foundation of the read. This is the Tree of Life spread. A spread I don't see anyone ever doing, but man, it's amazing. And if I really wanted to go for a few hours, I could do that in this Tree of Life spread, even on just one layer. So in the foundation, this is lovely. We have the Magician, somebody who is either acquiring or already has acquired the tools needed for whatever is wanted in front of them. You are able to manifest in a different way than most people. You are out of the 3D and a little bit more into the 4D and trying to move into the 5D, which is where you are instant manifester. And that is a very lovely card to have. And in your subconscious, we've got the Six of Swords. So you really are moving on from an old way of thinking. You are, because of the awakening that has happened within you, it has brought your subconscious to a different place, is what I'm getting here with this, being in that subconscious place. And then we have in your emotional relationships, and this is good. You know, this can be a very bad card, can be taken that way. The Five of Cups. Now, that's, I mean, it's heavy energy too. It's very heavy. It's in your emotional relationships position, and that makes sense because the cups represents love, and so there's a lot of love that's been lost in your life. A lot of love that the collective has lost in their life, you know, and it's unfortunate because it's not easy to come by. And so that's why you really focus on those three cups that are lost, not realizing that the actual two best cups left are right behind you. Because that's the way I take the cards. Those are actually the two best cups, and you don't even realize that they're still left. And remember, the Chariot was on the bottom. So then in your career and communications position is the Devil. So there's a toxic job or a toxic way of speaking about yourself, or both, that is following you around, that is attached to you. Loosely. Very loosely. I won't even show that card. So then we will move into the heart of the read. This is the heart of the read. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So it's the Fool card. And this is the heart of the read. It connects all of the energy. And it's it's the 0 card. It is the start of the journey. And what a better card to come with. This new romantic cycle begins. And what does the Fool do? Takes a leap of faith into the unknown, which is where all the creation, all of the creativity lies, is the unknown. It's the unknown. And you're ready to take that leap. You're ready to get into the unknown. You're excited about this new romantic cycle. Whew. Now this is in your helpful matters position. Your helpful matters position is the Sun card. So we have Ra showing up here to help you out, to stimulate you, to motivate you, to kick you in the butt, to give you a shove, so that you will take that leap of faith into the unknown. Wonder if the Death card's going to come out here. So, in your difficulties position, the things that are blocking you and stopping you, we have the Hierophant. So this may be something like a marriage, or, and maybe it's not an official marriage, but it's a person who is in authority. It's maybe there's a judge that's standing in the way of this new romantic cycle. Maybe you need to make a divorce to be, maybe a divorce needs to be final in order to move on and move into this new romantic cycle. But with the helpful with the Sun card being in your helpful matters, there's nothing to worry about. There really is nothing to worry about. I wouldn't be surprised if I pulled the Justice card here in a second. I would not. So in the So in the things that you need to focus on, over here with your difficulties being the whatever that is, and like I just said, whatever that is, there's something that's standing in the way of this new romantic cycle beginning. Because then up here in your possibilities is that 10 of Cups. That happily ever after. Seems to be like a fantasy. Feels like this person is going to stand in the way of this relationship to no end. But I'm telling you, with the Sun card here, it's time to take that leap of faith. And don't worry about other people. Nobody's going to be able to control you. Nobody's going to be able to stop you from doing what you really ultimately want to do. And ultimately what the universe is conspiring for you. No person's going to be able to stand in the way of that. It's like in the Bible, it talks about a bond that no man can separate. That's what's going to happen. That's what this is. This is a bond that no man can separate. And that's why this person is holding on so hard, because they don't want to see you to be happy. Because ultimately, nobody really wants to see somebody happier than they really are. Because they will try to bring you down. As soon as they see it and you start speaking happy and positive, they will try really hard to throw a curveball at you to get you off of that positive vibe. Like, you've got to be this seems to be, you know, that people want to play it out as if this is fake. Like, oh, that's not real. Let me just throw this out there and see how happy they really are. Lovely. So the things that in your oh, help me out, guides here. That position just slipped my mind totally. Wow. That position just literally left my mind. I apologize. I'm that rusty apparently, huh? Yeah, I know that this is the things that you really need to focus on. And that is the Knight of Swords. And so this is that, you know, because it's the sword of truth that's in the Knight's hand. And so you need to come about this situation not in such a egoic manner, like as if you were the King of Swords. You have to be able to come at this in a different way, is what I'm getting. In a different, just in a different way. That's all I keep getting. Coming at this situation, speaking about the situation, searching information in a different way. So that it won't be so difficult. Because it's difficult right now because of the way that you're coming about it. So if you can figure out a different way, approach it completely different, this person that is stopping this new romantic cycle from beginning. In your spiritual position, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So you're leveling up in your finances because of your diligence in all things. Spiritually, you're going to be able to move up in the ranks as a queen. And I know you're telling me already that I'm already a queen, and that's great because you need to feel that you're a queen in order to become or be a queen. Because if you don't feel like a queen, you don't believe that you could be a queen, then you won't be. It's not going to happen. But you need to tell yourself enough times in the mirror that you are a queen until you can believe it. And you will know the feeling. You will feel the feeling. And practice feeling that more and more. And being able to say it without the mirror. And then underneath that, I wanted to look. Underneath that Chariot was the Temperance card and the Nine of Swords. You know, so it's definitely wearing on you. To where you almost want to let them win and give in. And throw your hands up and, you know, well, this person does not want me to be happy because they're not. Well, they have another thing coming. So let's find out then, since this is turned into a love read, which isn't that what we're here for? Actions speak louder than words on the bottom here. This one I've got the raw. This is actually raw peach morganite. Which, in my opinion, peach morganite is a much stronger gem than the typical rose quartz. Rose quartz is a little prettier. But this is the Love Oracle deck here. We're going to check in with this deck because this. We want to find out about this new romantic cycle. I'm not worried about this other person. Whoever's trying to stop your happiness, like, you're going to get it. Like, they're just prolonging the inevitable, is all that's happening here. You know, so yeah, I get that. I've even done this, you know, trying to prolong somebody else's happiness. It's not fun. Open yourself up to others. You're being asked that this is how you will create new friendships and attract a love relationship. And so maybe this love cycle is not started for you at all. And I am giving you, this is Spirit giving you warning that you're going to have issues with this person that you still have some kind of attachment to, legally or not. Seems to be legal, like marriage legal. Pay attention to signs. The synchronicities you have been noticing are not coincidences. So whatever those are helping, that's your guides trying to help you, and to look them up. You know, and I had to myself when I was decoding, and I still have to do it sometimes, decoding synchronicities that I'm seeing over and over. You look them all up, and you step back and look at all of it at once, and then realize, oh, this is what they're trying to say. You decipher it. And, you know, it's best if you do it yourself, because it will definitely resonate. If you really focus on it, it will definitely resonate. Let go of the need to control. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. I mean, you already know, and if you don't know, then you really need to know that the more you try to control something, or especially somebody, the more out of control that it will get. It will get completely out of control, because you're not to control another person or another thing, situation. You can only control yourself and the way you react to different situations or respond. You cannot control really anything else. It's the bottom line. No matter how hard you try. And it might work a little bit, or seem to work a little bit, but it doesn't. On the bottom, we got have faith. The angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish. And what I really focus on to say in the first thing in the morning is, thank you, universe, for always conspiring for my highest good. And what can I do to help? You know, how can I be more open to see what it is that you are conspiring for my highest good? Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Let me give this a quick shuffle here. This is the angels. Not the angels and fairies, but the keepers. I'm sorry. Oh, keepers of the light oracle. An old favorite of mine. And we have Radha, Soul Flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationships, harmony, and healing. Right, so if you want this new romantic cycle to begin, this spirit is asking you to look inside and to find a new romantic cycle within you. Find a new romantic cycle within you. Become the person you want to date. This is very looked over. This is not really taught anywhere. I have really only recently been hearing this, to date yourself and to become the person you want to date. I mean, it sounds easy, but it's not. Beautiful. So now we will... No, we don't need that. So we will go with the psychic reading card, and we will wrap this up. Again, I've been keeping these a little shorter. If you would like to go more in depth, because again, this is a general reading, and I love going so much further into all of this, but it's, you know, you can only go so far, I guess. And again, this is free energy. This is my charity. Celebration on the bottom. What do we got here? Loved ones in sight. Okay. Again, this card has A man and a woman, and the woman in this is kind of shadowy, like in Back to the Future when they were disappearing from the future. So again, that's that new romantic cycle that is just about to begin. And so this is not a card that comes up. I don't know if I've... I don't know that I've ever pulled this. Interesting. Loved ones in spirit. Love never dies. We are always as one. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, right? It only changes forms. You have received this card as the universe, and your loved one in spirit wants you to know that life never ends and spirit endures all. We often find it hard to talk about death, and many of us don't want to acknowledge that one day we will experience death ourselves. When a loved one leaves the earth realm, we miss them terribly and sometimes find it hard to go on without them. You have received this psychic reading card as your loved ones in spirit realm have heard your prayers and noticed your attempts and try to make notice your attempts to try and make contact with them. Your loved ones want you to know that they are always by your side, and they love that you still exist. That's good, I'm glad. This card is a gentle reminder to pay attention to the subtle signs your loved ones and the universe have been sending your way to let you know that life and love lives on beyond the earthly realm. We already had the Synchronicity card come out here. What was that card? Right there, yeah, pay attention to the signs. Right, that's what I thought. That's what I taught. How many times have you had a feather flowing down before you? Have you smelt your loved one's perfume, aftershave, cooking, or other fragrances connected to them when you were thinking about them or speaking about them? Have you seen the number sequences of their birth date or repetitive numbers such as 1111, 333, 8888, and so on? Do card number plates in your loved one's with your loved one's name, nickname, or initials appear before you? Does your loved one's favorite song play on the radio or appear in advertisement when you are thinking about them? Do you ever dream about your loved ones and the dream is so real you feel they are still alive and with you on the earthly realm? Have you heard your loved ones once call your name, or have you seen them with your physical eyes? This card is to reassure you that you are not imagining things. You are being contacted from above by your loved ones in spirit to let you know they are always close by, and their love for you will live on forever. Beautiful. So somebody who may have lost a loved one, I'm sorry for your loss, but it's never a loss. It's actually a gain because they got to graduate, you know. And even if they might have to go back a grade or two and come back and do it all over again, they still progressed. Progression is inevitable. Whether it's big or small, it's kind of all up to you. This was a lovely read. With that, I'm going to leave you with this. Please watch your thoughts. They will become your words. I'm sorry, please watch your words. They will become... Wow, I am that rusty. Please watch your thoughts. They will become your words. Please watch your words. They will become your habits. Please watch your habits. They will become your character. If you would like to book a personal read, all the ways to get a hold of me are in the description box below, as always. And it is free to subscribe here on YouTube. It is free to give a thumbs up. It's free to share. All those are awesome ways to put me in this algorithm that they are so adamant about beating. So let's beat the algorithm, put me in there, and let's get out. So yeah, now I'm going to just go ahead and move over here to the piano and play around with something real quick. See you on the north side.